Hey, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing well. So I just wanted to make a little quick training camp update video for you guys. So let's get right to it. So Kyle Shanahan spoke to the media the other day. I think it was Friday. Maybe it was Friday or Thursday. And he said something interesting that I find very interesting, is that the way camp is working this year and the way, we don't have any preseason games and there's no way to put on film what kind of depth the 49ers are going to have and who they like at certain positions. He was talking about how training camp this year, and a lot of teams are adopting this as of when he talked about it, are going to keep a lot of personnel and depth decisions private from the media. So the media is not going to get a lot of insight on what direction the 49ers are going in. And I forgot which team I saw on Twitter is adopting the same format. I think it might have been the Seattle Seahawks, which I'm not surprised. Usually when you have camp and you have preseason games, you can kind of get a good idea of what way teams are leaning, and, teams prepare accordingly for the week one matchup and so on and so forth. But with the way training camp is working this year with the whole COVID thing and reporters not being allowed in and there not being any preseason games, there's going to be a lot of mystery going into week one, which with Kyle Shanahan and the way he likes to do things, it's definitely a bonus for the 49ers. On the injury front, looks like DJ Jones sustained a shoulder injury the other day. I might have posted that in my last video. I'm not sure. Apparently, they had an MRI done or something, and the results are inconclusive, which is really sad because he was somebody that the Niners were looking forward to having this year. He's a disruption not only in the run game, but he's a disruption in the pass game as well. And he's someone the Niners are really counting on this year. With Javon Kinlaw, the talk is he's pretty raw. Like, he's got power, but he doesn't have much else right now. And certain Laken Tomlinson, they were saying, is using all his techniques and ways of stonewalling the guy, and the guy doesn't really have a counter right now. He's pretty much just power and nothing else. He doesn't really have a plan when he goes into rushing the passer. Against the run, he does well, but in the pass rush, he struggles. And which is understandable because that was kind of the report on him coming out. He was really powerful, but he was really raw. He's not DeForest Buckner, at least not yet. And so not having someone like DJ Jones in there, it's going to put a lot more pressure on the rookie. There is talk that Kentavious Street is doing really well in camp, but man, every time I hear that, I'm always thinking, yeah, but these guys are always injured. So it's hard for me to get excited until I see guys play and sustain and not get nicked up all the time. There's talk that Jason Verrett is doing really well in camp. A lot of people are saying he might compete for the number 2 starting corner position away from Emmanuel Mosley. I don't know how much worth I take out of that, honestly, because there was reports and he was getting torched in camp just days prior to that. So who do you believe? And then the last part I'll get into is there's reports that Dante Pettis has come to camp this year and he's got something to prove and he's doing really well. He came in shape this year. He did an interview and talked about not coming into shape last year, and he says that the criticism that was against him was justified. I criticized him. I'm not a huge fan of his. And he came into the season out of shape last year, and he was in Kyle Shanahan's doghouse, and he said that not dressing for the Super Bowl was kind of the thing that spurred the change in his attitude, which is kind of sad when you're a professional athlete and yet you need things to motivate you. You should be self-motivated, but not everybody's built the same mentally, but we'll see with him. Can he sustain it in training camp? And will he, even though he's doing all this and doing well from all the reports, being physical, coming in, with being heavier and coming in with good weight on, The report is he didn't do anything last year. He came in out of shape, undersized, whatever, not as strong. Will that even translate still into him making the team? Based on the Niners situation with injuries, that might get him on the team, but it's no guarantee. So we'll have to wait and see. He's definitely in my doghouse. I'm not a big fan of Dante Pettis. Some of you guys are. So at this point, you just want healthy bodies. You want competition. And so far, he's providing that. So we'll have to see. All right, guys. I'll talk to everyone later. Hope everybody has a fantastic day. And I'll talk to you later. See ya.